Kwawara Nyankopon no nyi wako. Onya da me na me baby na wo be pay me.
E wo dem panyimfo sika to da no na wonya asani ni nsem sika won to da no.
E ba ni se aka won ko a. How would you manage your life? Whether you are a boy or a girl, you have to be independent.
Then maybe wase wo pa wo be ware wo oni plan no, dwane free no. Men ware no. A man must have a plan and you must know what type of a plan the man has.
Obo da nansa so. Buafo. It is a freelance helper.
Unfortunately, nowadays we pay before we even start talking. So we don't have the chance to communicate very well before we start the boy-girl relationship.
If you are somebody who is not a Christian and you want to date somebody who goes to the club and you go to the club would expose you. Even the way you talk. People will know that no, you're not one of us.
The home has many components. We have the living aspects, which is made up of the human beings in the home. We have the pets, we have trees, and even pests. Then the non-living aspects, the housing or the building itself, and gadgets that we use at home.
Nzema bebre no ba no mom munde sika okita wonse no so dana pa otwetwe ne kind ozeba
Se ato na sawram se ne akuapi ni beka na enya se ye huni eti asese se ne ye shase anake pese ye play ni safe by saying that ono so kan yes o pese ye mfase ni nyina hia so ye kan ye kwina o ka kosi se e odon kwan na e respect woodra she said that if you respect
it is
if
love
you love
and
respect will surely
but you can na say na they work together because the topic says which sustains marriage
not sweet marriage.
No, I know.
Yes.
Which sustains marriage
in general.
Marriage in general.
Yes.
Why do you want to believe that marriage should be bitter? Yeda mwase se ndenso mwa be kan ensa e wo Ocean 1 TV Itre Avenue e wo Elmina Central Region na about Tuesday, in fact Tuesday 6:30 boss came pe onim say sheeting ye mra so ye be gi seat na ya boy yon komo at the end of the day e dey na ye be say we want to get informed, we want to get educated based on topic ye si wo say pe say ye ka ho asem na ndenso the topic no e de mushroom kokra and then ma one more febia in fact come and take your seat because if I say I come about fashion, then your fashion in quite a slave queen. So yes, slave queen at G seat. When you saw your fashionable so G seat. Now they share the differences between these two people and these two groups of people. Now before I ever can't casafa your topic no when no. We want go for you so studio house say any more etching come. Omo de bibi esi omeni so omo be ya aboa nkofo within the society and our community. It is a very, very important project. Yenim say enyanum bebre wo ho a JHS, SHS. Omo e school ni na nsem bi esisi na nyama bi ekokoso be hwa along the line na bi mu anyem. No bi wo ho nyema ontumi nko school bi. Wa fele say wa bo ne bra na wi na ne bra na esi. But should that be the case? Inti ye wo a group of people bi a omo aye omo adwen say omo de omo ho be si ho. No more buasa in Crofona, or one yama, yamiado mamao, and no more mudasonyim, or moon to me in school. They are here to help them, or more mobilizing funds here and there to be able to buy the necessities of here or the Beko school. Because Sanko for Nibu, Sikanti and Omukofa, Sa, events and Yinsano. It's no fault of this. Enti yene saa ye nkrofo no betwetwe nkomo ne ya hwe omo projects na omo ye no. How many pregnant women they've been able to help to go back to school. Hwa na sesi a omo guso ne omo di nkita ho omo beboa omo to take them back to school. And I think this is a very, very big step. Wa wo fie sesa ade ne da wakoma so a ye no mo be di nkomo na wie no ye the number betudwa. If you want to help them in any way, you can just call number no. Now wait to me any omo edi nkita ho. It is very important to take our sisters back to school. No mo ntumi ntua omo adesua no eso. But na to say so a mean to me enkasa bebre having a nice show without giving thanks to my sponsors. My sponsors me say die. In fact, from beginning till now, omo boye chidom nyame show mo bebre. Na wo hwe me makeup ya me de set ya simple. What if you now be say we need je wo keke na ye makeup. And as I say events ya start ye be lockdown and for events. We here makeup, simple makeup for wedding, or engagement, party B, outdoor ring B. Just call Gem Beauty Care. No ombe channel fine amount. Wait to me afraid Gem Beauty Care on 0207792101. 0207792101. Sounds na fortune juices. They be make say you are supposed to eat healthy things. Inti nyama ya nom, nyama yedi, or say yeshe ni ye. Fortune Juices is here to give you great snacks. Now mo drinks na dia mo de maye na no, it's healthy, very healthy. And your fruit mixer, and your tajwe milk, and our mixed fruits, and our ginger pine, mango pine, ni na no mo de maye feel very good. In fact, ya po mo din hu here. We here Gem fancy Fortune Juices for events, beer, local setting, local drinks. Look no further. Just call Fortune Juices. Hey, Gem for Fortune Juices on 0244508818. 0244508818. And also, imagine me see it. Motion me style. Yeah, very simple but elegant. Then you know rubber part too. We here for wedding gowns, or engagement attire or apparel. Remember, you can call in rubber on 020-993-0465. 020-993-0465. My can is an person may waste the time. You could break nearby any animal ever to train come back to school projects now or more yama your pregnant sisters no we jai school. We'll have a little conversation. Now you the fashionable lady versus the slay queen. Catch you.
Power nyankopon no nyu ako onya da me na me baby na wo be pay me
e wo dem panyimfo sika to dan no na wonya asani nsem sika won to dan no
e ba ni se aka won ko a. How would you manage your life? Whether you are a boy or a girl, you have to be independent.
Then maybe wase wo pa wo be ware wo oni plan no dwane free no men ware no. A man must have a plan and you must know what type of a plan the man has.
Obo de nansa so buafo it is a freelance helper.
Unfortunately, nowadays we pay before we even start talking. We will be the sugar in my cooking. So we don't have the chance to communicate very well before we start the boy-girl relationship.
If you are somebody who is not a Christian and you want to date somebody who goes to the club and you go to the club would expose you. Even the way you talk, people know that no, you're not one of us.
The home has many components. We have the living aspects, which is made up of the human beings in the home. We have the pets, we have trees, and even pests. Then the non-living aspects, the housing or the building itself, and gadgets that we use at home.
Nzema bebre no ze ba na mom munde sika okita won sem so dana pa otwetwe ne kind oze ba
CHATROOM na sawram se ne akuapi ni beka na enya se ye hunu ye ti asese se ne ye sha se anake pese ye play ni safe by saying that on so kan yes o pese ye mfase ni nyina hia so ye kan ye kwin na o ka kosi se e your don kwan na e this I respect woodra she said that if you respect if you love respect will show you
but you can na say na
they work together. The topic says which sustains marriage.
Marriage, not sweet marriage.
No, I know.
Yes.
Which sustains marriage.
Marriage in general.
Marriage in general.
Yes.
Why do you want to believe that marriage should be bitter?
Yes, also Emma Mo Aquaba, Eba She, Jumedi no Eso. Before we went for the break, we can say, Yeni and be able to train common, or more projects be Eda Miniso. They want to send pregnant girls back to school. And there almost studios higher per se. You be say someone 1 or 2 things concerning projects here, or more air, and the way forward. I'll just welcome my sisters here. You're welcome.
Thank you.
This is the She Show. And we are very interested in the girl child and the woman as in the general events and aim. We are interested in things concerning the young woman or the woman. And see, you can't say more year projects be a professor more sunny sisters or more nyem kakrano how more fear or want to go school maybe more fair idea. You can't say more yes our projects in fact any say more banana be can be kakra so that we will have your person supporting this particular project now. We'll be to me reach out to you. First of all, I want you to introduce yourselves and where you are coming from.
I'm Alice Delali. I'm here from UCC.
Okay. Yeah. You are part of the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
The group is RHQ, Relationship Headquarters.
Relationship Headquarters.
Yeah.
Hey. Relationship in our headquarters.
Yes.
And the more cancer found. But also your
Blanche Ifwa Davis.
Ifwa Davis.
Yes.
Okay.
National Service Personnel at the UCC Counseling Center.
Okay. So you are welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. In fact, I'm the full meaning of RHQ. You didn't hear me, but still, I want you to tell me something small about this group. What are you into?
Okay, so we are a group that is based on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah, and we educate our members on sexual.
So, okay, local. Not so much. The ones that you can speak, just and now we are
blended. Yeah, so we educate them on sexual and reproductive health issues. Then we also engage them in discussions on relationship.
Okay.
So wherever members have any issue concerning their relationship or anything, they bring it on the discussion so that we talk about it and we give them advice and how to go about it.
So a relationship issue we are now in fact RHQ at HR get on the WhatsApp page if you have any questions. What they talk about, they will help you in seeking the right advice and yes, to make the right decision. But also RHQ, what do you know about this group?
Okay, my name is when Boba star group from time to time you projects.
Okay.
Me too na nya bebre nti me de fancy be fra. From time to time you projects in to vary. And as time goes on different projects obeba.
Okay.
Inti me buy on chair but me buy ya na ya them projects back to school now me want je ho pa.
Okay.
Inti my them.
So most of the time your project is about say more buanko.
Yeah, buanko funyo.
Okay. Apart from talking about relationships now with the buanko fun, you go outside to also do other things.
Yeah, development. Training people in several areas like maybe liquid soap making, those things. Yes.
Okay. Let's go to the project. Back to school. What is it about?
Okay, it's about going in for pregnant teens who are shy to go to school because of the pregnancy or are scared to go back because of the stigma. And other people, young people who need help to go back to school but don't have that help. Yes, and people who generally face stigma, local and almost face stigma in so many ways. You're targeting young people, vulnerable people like back to school like Sankrofon I get target there, you be one na one.
And how are you helping these people? Because who can also be a national service person, also say school like UCC. But in Yama we are working how do you move around this?
So through membership contribution, we all make contribution on the page. When there is a project, we put it forward to members. Then whichever amount that you have, you contribute.
Yes, so everybody is contributing from on one pocket. And yes, if you are more fund, you are
They also try to seek sponsorship.
You also try to seek sponsorship. Okay. Inti, so far with the project, what have you done? Have you been able to achieve your aim and our goal? Say, okay, some more teens and the pregnant ladies. Wait to me, achieve this goal.
Yeah, we are in the process. But so far, we have been able to send some students back to school.
Okay.
Some teens who have been pregnant for some time now. Some
How many?
2 so far.
Okay.
One is even due. And though they've been accepted in the school, we have also informed their administration about their conditions.
Okay.
So that special attention will be paid to them. And we have also tried to educate the students about their conditions so that they will reduce the
stigmatization.
Yeah.
My idea. So far, Nyama Bensa na here as support for these people. Is it that Sikana Kwana Mudiskana Shaman say no more school? What are some of the things I'm we the boy to go back to school?
Maybe say a uniform. We have uniform. You better pam aman. You better material na pam. School bag you better. Employ you better. Provisions kakra obedi because when you want to mean you are own didi enko ye in the provisions kakra and ebia pocket money kakra nkra. And ABA umuhia textbooks, exercise books. When you say school, I have a pre-book. Omo ni umuhia pre-tech. Ni umuhia bibia extra classes fees.
Just a dear first school.
Dear first school bibia be man comfortable no.
Yeah.
And no na ye. Amen.
Amen. With RHQ, say I want to talk about the group. What is the way forward? Any future plans? Any future projects? How are you going to implement all those things? Any future plans for RHQ?
Yeah, we have future plans. Actually, aside sending the students to school, we are also trying to improve the status of our members.
Okay.
So we want to extend the group beyond WhatsApp. So that it will be established among the communities where we have the girl child, the children being involved in the group. During this COVID-19, we're able to locate some locations where kids have problem having their nose masks, and we're able to even provide some for them, making liquid soap and hand sanitizers for them. So if we are able to establish the group among the community, it will help in improving the society.
Yeah, expect to say WhatsApp because you be on WhatsApp.
And patching.
They say core communities.
And I hear say WhatsApp no limited. You say WhatsApp no maximum 250 na limited. Until you say spread it.
Spread more
tentacles.
Okay. Into so people so supportive project here, all important projects here muye here. What number can the person call?
Your number head there.
Okay.
And then you bet me there to and then limit you. You say 0240.
Oh, well, we won't pay.
Okay, 0240. 240 95883 998536 0240 998536.
Okay, we are you sign out your navy there are two screens in case we say or supporting more financially and people person joining group now so that the person can call our number no. Any advice for the youth out there, because we are all youth in this particular group. To check ejuma. So any words of advice for them? Yeah, a few seconds.
Yeah, what we say is that though we are encouraging pregnant teens to go back to school, but we are not encouraging them to engage themselves in sexual immorality. So they have to abstain as now. As the education is very, very important now. So they have to abstain and continue with their education till the right time that they have to engage themselves in those activities.
Okay, thank you, sis.
My advice is say, disciplined, stay focused. They shouldn't limit themselves. They should believe in themselves. They should aspire to achieve whatever they want, and they can do it because there are people out there willing to support if only they seek the help. Yes. So that's what I advise.
God bless you so much.
Amen.
For taking time out to join RHQ, to touch lives, to impact lives. Yamisha Bibi projects now one then we can see how best we can get a lot of people on board to support each other. Yamisha Bibi. Yes, stay focused, be disciplined. Na young kasa ye boa pregnant teens in there will be no way. You say abstain. So please, any animal I would say please abstain. You try your home, you ever say.
Power, Yankupon on you uncle. On yada me na me baby now be pay.
I wouldn't pay you for a secret to Danoma. Now, 1 year sending 7 second to Danoma.
A bunny said a cow. How would you manage your life? Whether you are a boy or a girl, you have to be independent.
Then maybe I was so power be worry or only plan Johnny Freedom. Men worry no. A man must have a plan, and you must know what type of a plan the man has.
Opo the answer so. Buafo. It is a freelance helper.
Unfortunately, nowadays we pay before we even start talking. We don't know what the sugar in my cooking. So we don't have the chance to communicate very well before we start the boy-girl relationship.
If you are somebody who is not a Christian and you want to date somebody who goes to the club and you go to the club would expose you. Even the way you talk, people know that no, you're not one of us.
The home has many components. We have the living aspects, which is made up of the human beings in the home. We have the pets, we have trees, and even pests. Then the non-living aspects, the housing or the building itself, and gadgets that we use at home.
And you see you community as I say. Senior Shasi and I say you play safe by saying that also a kind yes or per se you emphasize in here. You can your queen or say your don't at this I respect she said that if you respect if you love respect to show
but you they work together.
The topic says which sustains
marriage, not sweet marriage.
No, I know.
Yes.
Which sustains marriage.
Marriage in general.
Marriage in general.
Yes.
Why do you want to believe that marriage should be bitter?
Power, Yankupon on you uncle. On yada me na me baby now be pay.
I wouldn't pay you for a secret to Danoma. Now, 1 year sending 7 second to Danoma.
A bunny said a cow. How would you manage your life? Whether you are a boy or a girl, you have to be independent.
Then maybe I was so power be worry or only plan Johnny Freedom. Men worry no. A man must have a plan, and you must know what type of a plan the man has.
Opo the answer so. Buafo. It is a freelance helper.
Unfortunately, nowadays we pay before we even start talking. We don't know what the sugar in my cooking. So we don't have the chance to communicate very well before we start the boy-girl relationship.
If you are somebody who is not a Christian and you want to date somebody who goes to the club and you go to the club would expose you. Even the way you talk, people know that no, you're not one of us.
The home has many components. We have the living aspects, which is made up of the human beings in the home. We have the pets, we have trees, and even pests. Then the non-living aspects, the housing or the building itself, and gadgets that we use at home.
And you see you community as I say. Senior Shasi and I say you play safe by saying that also a kind yes or per se ye emphasize ni nyina hia so ye kan ye kwina oka kosi se your don kwan na e this respect no that she said that if you respect
it is
love respect to show
but you can na say na
they work together
because your band
the topic says which sustains marriage.
In your way, we are slay. And I'm going to say we are fashionable ladies, which is which. You want to know the difference between these two people. And to say, hey, I'm my fashionable lady, and I will show me and be trusted ever for a slay queen, which is which. Today we are talking about the fashionable lady versus the slay queen. You see, who are they, and what is the difference between the two? You are any animal baby waha, and I lost and found ni baby ama marshal ni mwache and not has it into the studio is full of fashionable / slay queens. They are all here. Yen you no to be aba be kan ho e wa ha. Yes sister odo okọ holiday no corona holiday no wa ba intended the odo obekasa. Thank you. Yes sisters too you so no. In fact, you can't dress and you can't fashion. Don't go there. Obi here too much. Make it to hand from head to toe too much. And they are the right people for this discussion. In terms of you say until more dressing, no more dressing, baby, the chi and knee. Are they supposed to be called fashionable ladies? And now much I say from slay queens. That is why we are here today to just get the differences between the two. Near boy and home come. At the end of the day, you know, the albefa will be now or the abo ebra. We are imparting positively, so pick out the positives in this. Let me introduce my guests. You're all welcome.
Thank you.
Today my studio is full. Welcome. The lost and found is here. Auntie Odo.
Yeah.
Walande. And I want your sister Kupwa ewaha Miss Lovina Youngson or your teacher papa or check chemistry. Mama check chemistry ni biology no say go mo ti rough. What hey? Or say ti rough. And I sister Akosia so Mrs. Akosia Reynolds. In fact, mommy we say me who's so slay so fashionable and obetche. You are all welcome.
Thank you.
You are all welcome. And also you are one of the biggest petroleum companies in Ghana. You into this story. You'll be over drop a cash. So you are all welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
One name topic you were on the table for discussion. They say the slave queen versus the fashionable lady. What is the difference between the two? At the end of the day, I will say me and that difference between the two people. So we are moving on. Although any few words for your people since you just dropped.
Okay, inti ebusan for yama wana kwaba and ye pede yama levels levels onche bia corona oboko opio Ghana yeza asasi yeza ntoboko na onya kope oda yesanso yesipado na yakwa yen style. You get it full time. Ono hunti na yereka in the topic here we see it as a very important all important friend and topic because we need to go back either slaying or looking fashionable.
Right.
Inti say acting was you're ready because better some. Now you better see whether we are using the words either what you can slay queen, you can fashionable, whether we are using them the right way. That is why we are here today. Inti you're ready.
Okay. And why establish your presence? Inti fashionable ladies, slave queen. First of all, I will say in your topic, the underlying words are the fashionable lady, the slave queen. But even out of these two, maybe one part of it, fashionable lady, you can't fashion then and a slave queen, you can't say be slayer. Then before we come to the two people, Inti I'll start from you. Fashion. Why didn't you anything?
Okay, fashion a popular trend in terms of dress styles, ornaments, how you are able to blend colors,
okay,
how you are able to put on an attire, blend it with your accessories, your hairstyle, your makeup. When you know, fashion. Okay, and fashion so no. Idea
a trendy. Me who said them can wo. Me who said them
can the okodo. Oh, trend national okodo.
So every time no, esesa. Enye baako pese aban we pe na ewo ho no. Okay. It changed with time. Internal
well, we should one star not just say we trim because fashion yes.
So you have to be updated.
Clothes, fashion.
Yes, my yes, kind of is the same to like be conformed to the latest trends. Okay. There, my abadono, until if you are still living in the 19th century, you are no more recognized as a fashionable person. Until as time changes, and also there's someone to suit the trend now. Or it
misses some.
Nada.
Change your style.
Yeah, and see, Kaka Mazabaka, normally you can't fashion in its sense. On your we can also look at fashion, young culture, young behavior. When behavior be aba. Back at the CCL be up at a point in time, back at the school, at a point in time, they will be able to be up at us now. Will be up there. Nakasene
ish.
Aya to unzi kuma unzi ayoyo nsono propada nakasene yetre. Ono so it came. And ebi also I bought my furniture mostly, I mean in totality I can say that fashion deals with art or art in the art so all the aspects. We are looking at the furniture, you know, room decor. We are looking at even our culture in totality. And nipa na appearance, appearance ne campo. It can be fashion with just the accessories. Okay. If you also attire on cutting, if you also have hair, either hairstyle and a haircut. So in general, no fashion. That is, I mean, the areas I want us to look at.
What kind is an fascinating social? Maybe we need more money.
My slave queen. Me, slave queen. And you know the beautiful aspect of it is that all you acquire there, own ideas when it comes to the word slave queen, which is the honors and pedemijama guess no one can when you one slave one answer, but say can it be a slayer? Time and I school yet a slave today. We look extraordinary as in no why a thought from and you as is wafato today ejinem a slave. Damazin. Slay. Until like I said earlier, no. In my mind, I think that not only linking it with the fashion in totality, no say kada obi a slayer, ebi a ne accessories, ne outlook generally. Or bottom so ebi a ne brand of probably the car she or he uses. Okay. Ebi a koni dema. You know the kind of setup you see.
Just a slay, no fashion, events and fashion
in totality. Everything. See, actually, setup now. You know the kind of things that you see. You see that this is it. Okay. This is it. I want this, and this is beautiful. You can really testify this is beautiful. But I'm sure that today, for today's topic, we are just linking ourselves to just fashion in terms of yen dress, the yen accessories.
You know, talking about cooks or bonnet, slay.
Yes, ideally, no. First, work as slave queen or a successful woman. Yes, would be a way somebody you look up to as role model. And that is ideally. Oh yes. No.
She said no. Very well. No.
Ideally, no. Or you'll be successful and people look up to. In terms of education, may so you are comporting on. But now saying, as a sabbatic slayer, you can slay differently. First, successful, this slay mama, this people look up to. That was the ideal definition of slay queen. Or slay, I'm slaying. You can slay in education.
Sure.
But now saying that today,
to say you slow education. I tell you, sister, you are still the one. Oh yes. You don't believe that you still be a slayer. That is, you are looking up to the person. The person has achieved certain things. Nah.
You know, said you all canon. To say in here, you use word, you know, to mean something different. But the true meaning of word, you know, to be a slave queen no eyobia you put up fake appearance, fake impression, you give what you are not in reality.
Okay.
A slave queen yobia obetimi atwa video. So we drive a car, so can need a parking mode.
But you can't drive and take video at the same time. So that's it. You should be in the parking mood.
No. A person say or drive a movies in motion by the parking mode.
It's this year the class slave queen and was me call for no oma hate it a honor. Until we are concentrating on the slave queen. Who is she?
Oyobia. She wants everybody to know, say she's on top there. She's made it in life. Making no new. They are normally lazy, normally irresponsible, and then also no, they can't sponsor for themselves. They have people that provide for them, and because they are not really working, most of them, Nobeka say, they have people or more supplier or more ways. 1 or 2 star obi wo ho no mo wo mema be 10 e watch over there or money for the hair or money for natadi or money for the makeup say you can provide for those things, but yet you put them on and you portray it to the whole world, say indeed a fake life and they are normally on social media. What the pictures is here any master sports be any it's in reality no people say a good name it means sister ko ministry
until make ideally no it should be a positive thing, but not saying now go forward done but ideally no is somebody you look up to like a role model. So when I make it, you can slay in different ways. Somebody can slay in education, somebody can slay in fashion, even the way the person comports herself. But now saying that for a misuse now if you are called a slave queen, they are not today. You have that tag on you like as Sabi, a prostitute or something.
And no sure it's another punchline.
Normally no like Samifa baby initially the ideal slave queen kind of idea no and or influence the today's slave queen, because I think that in my readings I found out that even with the then slave queens they were living an expensive life, and it was a life that they had worked for.
Yes,
they were expensive. They were expensive. They were expensive. They were expensive. And then okay, this is the kind of life I also want. So let me try to make people think that I am living it. Into no more be biara kululu biara be baby was little bako she biara obe nyana wa portray.
But a question to all of you: is that really necessary?
Not
do you really need to like go to that extent?
No.
Say you are 10 men or someone like we be man for your hair body. Is it necessary to portray to the whole world say I'm this person when you are actually not? Okay.
One thing I noticed with slave queens is say they have low self-esteem. You believe in yourself anyway. You don't need to put out fake appearances out there. What you have just exhibited, people will accept you. But per se, you have to know that say me too I did some wrong. Into no obe portray lifestyle be but and you're not in reality.
Cooks, is it necessary?
It's not. Marrying at the end of it. Obi to me free adi o coach jina you are not working on your day if you pa you dey bosum oboti o kan ekoti you don't obi o kwampa on an car garages also me but okay hu dey nan say ekotoka test drive into a test drive no we twetwe videos no dey go. What is the essence? At what end?
Oh, but I think that we need them. Seriously. We need them. Without them, the world won't be fun.
Oh, yeah.
We need them. We need them to spice our world. Yeah. I can just imagine a very boring social media without these slave queens.
At a point in time, in fact, almost slay social media and the pan. They were trending. They were everywhere.
That is their home.
They were everywhere. Once my excitement be by Ghana. Because now in situations were so difficult.
Yeah.
As we crying kakra now who the person portraying who she is not. How did you any kakra na esiwa? But I don't want us to forget this. We are a social boss who say low self-esteem. If you told me that my sisters, low self-esteem. What
what's mama kind there? Obi oba, I wanna make it there. Obi to me call garage. Wako jika. Into what it's hatred no. You don't know that whatever the life she's leading is fake. And the little pressure more. It's a while. Sabi, I feel I started Juma 2000 into me to be. But then there, we made to be actually 2000 in it was your point actually wave. I am awake if you. So you buy unnecessary pressure. If you have the means of getting expensive things, why not? On a young time, you're brave. So if at the end of the day your salary can afford your lifestyle, fine. But if it doesn't, why should you stress?
Why should you stress? Ako, can you reach your mother? Don't we are now working be at all. You see all the fancy don't best show mo pan no mo tia say no. They should be themselves.
They say they should just be real. A real queen is better than a fake queen. Whatever you have, just exhibit it like that. People, even some men even get attracted to people who are real. Fake. You might say
some men also love the fake ones.
Yes,
they do. Obia, what is it?
Obia any preference.
But the real men said Obika or they try to say real men wear pink. I like the real men. Papa no, they like people who are real. Ain't an idea winning no. And how I feel say a pressure youth no to their mom. If you can afford it, no problem. But if you can't, don't stress yourself.
Okay, so on this slave queen thing, Ako made a mention of a very important characteristics or why they do those things, like the low self-esteem. No, so you can't go into even the reasons why a number of them reasons why people do some of these things. But you know, we should understand the kind of society we belong to. We are in a society maybe you be obajodo you that show sisi kwa fa obajodo as we sit down to obajodo we so basa so akacho de nyipajenja. You understand nyipajenja. So let us try to fight for ourselves. And I think that, you know, in Pembebre, people want to the quest for love, the quest for attention. I think that we should seek some of these things, attention, love from the right sources. Like I could say, there are better people there, okay, who would adore us, who would make us the queen that we want to be. Exactly. You know, they will make it a queen, like me. I'm making it a queen that I want to be. Let us look for these avenues and move in there. But yeah, damn no, Bob Wyan.
So say I was slave queen, ya can't have some kaka. You call fashionable lady. Now for the area, I should say. What does the slave queen have a fashionable lady in so? And what the similarities? Now for the other differences. In the fashionable lady cooks.
Fashionable only from the word fashion. The person conform to the latest trends of doing things. Okay. Into or look good. On funnel home like on dress anyhow. At least both outside and you can see that the person looks very attractive. I think that is my understanding of being
so far as I dress if you are just say we be new, there's nothing wrong with you. We are fine, we are attractive, just say no.
Make her like in appearance wise. The mesa ebe famu ebe blend the colors be in dress basa mesa ebe carry yourself. It's all in totality, no. Okay. Make you fashionable.
Okay, Mr. The mechanic said fashionable lady obia just as Minyane Kai follow the popular trends and fashion. She has a very high self-esteem. She knows how to blend the colors with the ornaments, with the hairstyles. She knows her body type, what to wear, and where to wear it to. And normally they can afford for what they put on. Okay. They are not like slave queens don't want to me afford it. They can afford it and they are very responsible.
Not always.
I also think I don't know. Normally with a fashionable lady, so they don't really need to be wearing expensive expensive things.
Yes,
and they take simple things and make it look so classy,
so nice,
so beautiful. Those are the fashion. And I think that even in that, so even when there's some slave queens, some of the slave queens, they are very fashionable. Some of them are very, they look clean. Let me put it, if I can say that.
They borrow the money. They are fashionable.
They are just clean. They are just clean. But them are but one little thing is that with a fashionable lady, she doesn't have to be so expensive from head to toe. Something, and she's
down and just get 5 cedis, top 5 cedis. Obviously,
you have to know your body type too. Maybe skirts or maybe 10 cedis and I say bisa, but they will no better than net top or the basis soon.
Maybe that's a boutique better so maybe what about the confidence level? I think with women, confidence is very important. And also more with low self-esteem to me, but don't you think that confidence is part of fashion?
Oh yes.
Because in your explanation maybe say the way foul I also can say the way foul body now they see about say isn't confidence a key part in fashion?
Yes, it is. Because obi offer no a confidence in you ma. We the expensive things. But a confidence in you ma is be like a normal person. But obi whatever she has no kakra bi po missing oba carry no ho oba fa no that yes if it's bend down grandpa oba attractive we say hey na what so confidence is part of being fashionable. Confidence is
confidence is being part of. In fact, it is part of being fashionable. That is it. Normally, it cannot be a fashionable. So the person is trying to sell. Somebody said that the fashionable person and now the fashionista. Nobody near canvas. And now nobody near mannequin. I will see ebia obine boutique. Inti bibia also can hubiara ozea to sell something, put something across, kind of marketing. Inti or nyene bibi kekekeke. Inti also a part of building the confidence because on I'm going to portray a kind of style out there, so I am pushing it forward.
So can we say that although I think one of make it a statement is that we have slave queens who are fashionable. So can we say that slave queens can be called fashionable ladies and vice versa?
I could say
for slave queens. Why don't you agree?
I don't agree because said the meme kind. They are two different people. That's to me. Back home, real. The all one and one or she on one or ultimately afford it for another person. Normally in Kophobina, a sponsor the man. Even though to me a blending or a shiny camano. But I didn't know or no Felice or Yan son never man a standing out.
But in our kind, how will you know why you didn't fight?
Well, how will you know, say, you're fashionable or corner?
Oh, yes, sleeping.
That is it. Are you like any punk or 420 been on my tasana? We're looking fashionable.
Sinameka said they are normally responsible people. They normally, some of these people know. They are working. They are not lazy people. That is to me. This lady normally no. Omunye juma biya. Need the answer was trying to power address or that social media. Hona unyane market ni free.
The juma ni biya.
Social media activists.
Sorry, I'm not how how many in I like in the picture? Comments so be back chat in the back. Say, maybe we am first say I want to meet you. Like a honey name market, you know.
Menu na ye kwa juma. So you the idea to Facebook akakani ya check.
Ya check it. One like one comment.
Oh that hole, you on that hole.
And the office no. How do you know that hole? The office no, it's on your day. On your day. But again, I think in our discussion,
most of the times, we are expecting. I mean, that is what they have told. They have shown us that with a slave queen, they normally have exposed parts of their. I mean, they expose some parts of their bodies. And see, once what I work extensions, back extension and front elevation and back elevation, and where elevation contours, and see that is. But seriously, I think that there are still some slaves, in my mind. This slave queen thing, I see my vice president's wife, our second lady, as a slave queen. Because I look at it and then look at the kind of elegance,
It's true.
Oh no, it's
even
true.
Though you are speaking the right thing and trying to educate,
she is a understanding that I am trying to. The things that she's wearing in my mind. I mean, looking at her status, I can confidently say that the things that she's wearing, they are not cheap things. Yes. She wears expensive things. Yes. And we are saying that the slave queens, they want to exhibit wealth, kind of. I mean, and she is. You understand? And there's a kind of fashion, a kind of elegance and she's not confident. So she doesn't expose. She's not exposing the body parts and this is it. And see, that is what I'm saying, that some slave queens can be fashionable. For her. You understand? So that is, if I am from the understanding that the social media slave queen, social media slave queen, but slave queen, that woman of class, that woman or a role model, that kind of woman. I think I see her as one, and
so I'm interested
both
in
the fashionista and
I'm interested in these two you talk about. There was slave queens on social media.
Oh,
and we have slave queens in real life. Yes.
Oh my.
Okay. So in this case, now you can't say, how do we differentiate between CHATROOM before we even bring the fashion?
I will for social media, but more said for social media because her name will never win. Now parents now obviously normally social media slave queens, they are always most of their pictures are in mirrors. Maybe you call washroom or be hotel be no call washroom. And I'm not your phone. No, I started a crack or that part to the day or be no hotel. I'm not sure all genism. What could you not be porch be the same purpose strike? Oh, please, can I? Never manipulate one was a teacher. Maybe simple Gillette. Why Gillette? Not the kind I that is a social media kind of slave queens, but I don't want to look at it from there. But I'm looking at the slave queen, the original slave queen. She is fashionable.
So we are sending across the fact that they are original slave queens. They are supposed to be we look up to, who are exhibiting the right things, using their own money, using their own money to buy their own things, and not exposing themselves.
So even with the first lady, second lady now, she can provide for whatever she's putting on.
Exactly.
I think she is fashionable. I don't think she is a slave queen. I beg to differ. I think she is fashionable because on what
that's on point. Yeah, she's on point.
But based on the definition you cooks earlier, say somebody who is educated, somebody you need to look up to and all that. Say your first definition of slaying, then she is a slave queen.
We are using that word to mean obia or you're on top of fashion. In that aspect, I can agree with her.
Okay, thank you.
But but in another aspect, I think she is a fashionable lady. That is to me.
Yeah, so that means that means that there can be a person or an individual who is a fashionable lady and still cut for a slave queen.
Young fans, slave queens. Main objective is to be fashionable. So all slave queens, they are fashionable ladies.
Thank you.
Because up there, no way fair when your dama compliment that. So all slave queens are fashionable, but not all fashionable ladies are slave queens. According to the latest. According to the latest, not all fashionable ladies are slave queens. According to the latest definition, Nancy, but slave queen, you slay differently. And sometimes I believe in always look at the positive aspect of things. Obiri until there maybe say obi wa friend amory I'm also from Amamademi. You can blend and use the positive aspects of it.
So it makes you unique.
Unique, that is it. I could school people be like life. You slay, so people look at you as role model.
Yeah, you are talking. I mean, you are slaying your soul. No, you're slaying in her school, like you're slaying in yours. Oh, okay. In your discussion, I'm sure say, in fact, yeah, you're wild. To say, I was slave. I slay queens. You talked about these two people. I think say in our discussions we have a few similarities and differences, but I want us to, because of the topic, what is the difference between them? Is there any share differences between these two groups of people? Cooks, may start if you want.
Okay, differences are not. I'll still based on the current definition. Fashionable, no, the person can afford the lifestyle. The person is not fake. But sisters, slave queen, they are fake. They just want to do everything to do anything to trend. And so she doesn't mind going nude on camera to trend. And see, a fashionable lady needs slave queen. Or a fashionable lady, kakra will be she looks attractive outside, inside. But slave queen, they normally do things to trend. Or pedo be bonizi. Hey, I'm so basically, no.
These are the differences with your dog.
Yeah, so the fashionable lady, and the difference between the fashionable lady and the slave queen. I think that normally with the fashionable ladies, no, even though both of them, they all look at the trend. You know what is new. That is what they look at. But yes, a fashionable lady now. It is not only about following the trend. They also want to add something. Like I said earlier, no, the fashionable lady, no, body, no. As a kind of art, selling a style. So keeping up to a certain standard. Onankasa want a standard, keeping up to that standard. Onankasa we create for. No. You understand? It might be so with a slave queen. It might be so. Also understand that beer or try, but with a fashionable lady, she is looking at really using herself, her body, to communicate positively, to communicate a kind of style in terms of clothing or accessories to people around.
Basically, what I can't remember the say. With the fashionable lady, or dress very decently. A woman said, I'll use the word lake but at the end of washing or is posing a home to attract anybody. She just wants to look good.
She just wants to look good
at any time. But with the slave queens, and funny who say Sabi or be expose some parts of the body just to trend, just as my sister said. Obey, Bobby or fashionable would never do that. So I also think that the fashionable ladies are a bit more sensible.
They normally represent a brand.
Yes.
The fashionable ladies. Yes. They represent or working for a particular brand. You normally see her in those, that kind of thing. Say this particular jeans and tops and with jackets. She would make sure that whenever she is in such outfit, she's just looking on point, looking good and all that. That is a fashionable lady.
In fact, you Facebook comments and Kaka met you. Hey, I could say already. Come away. Say El Shaddai Stevens. That's why man shout out at Oshameba office. And he says that slave queens have a national dress. I wonder what's kind of El Shaddai. We are interested, please. On my time, the dress, then.
Yeah, I know the dress. I can tell. They have this skirt via say. Apumpum kaka bi uko marketer dem mo colors mo yellow orange
really
I'm interested.
Some skirts be like uko mark everywhere. It's on the street. It's actually a national way.
No, that's what I've
true.
I've seen that skirt.
You seen that skirt? Onye national
uniform. That's what you can afford. Oh, that's what she can. It doesn't make her a slave queen.
They do it.
But I think that normally with this social media slave queens, no. I think
what that internal.
Oh, but one internal. Oh yes, expose body.
Yeah, that body
to expose your. I think honestly, by one national uniform.
We be fry about what?
I bet you get shit. I have what people are, but they are not slave queens.
One shut that as an idea.
Okay, so I have another you. No sugar. In fact, one of the things that was coming to mind when I was thinking about this, especially because we didn't get the understanding of who the slave queen is and who the fashionable lady is. No, let me maybe say question. Be say. Married women, married women, can they be called slave queens? But I think that in your discussion, to say your second lady, I can't answer me. I think that we can answer to the fact that married ladies can be slave queens. Looking at the positives.
Yeah, the positive.
Mrs. Reynolds.
Oh, social
is
media.
a slave queen.
No, we have social media slave queen and we have real life queens.
So the married woman can be.
Oh yeah, yes.
And social media slave queens, ebi mo worry you. Why sure?
Ebi a worry, you know.
Ebi worry.
Ebi. I worry, and I almost slave queens in the negative way because opportunity ma sabin oni ni kunu nto bibi ma na obetimi aka say ni kunu na just to give unnecessary pressure. Ebi mu ye ebi entimi modin. Okoto oka e ma anu ane ho. O say ni kunu na toma anu. You can have somehow to slay in that negative aspect, but the positive one is the.
But what's still otoka no man? It means she can afford it.
But you are creating the impression, say. Necessary pressure to
that's why you don't follow what is happening on social media.
Social media is only life knows.
No, but I think we need to understand. The fact of the follow. But I think we need to understand that this thing that we are following, the possibility that on no quite or high.
Very high.
You know, so that we don't get ourselves so depressed and stressed, you know, that kind of thing. You don't profit to go.
They give them cars, Range Rovers. Your mom will say, me kwa me di me dia pen cry won't tell mommy. Unnecessary pressure.
Unnecessary pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, go back to Facebook. This is very educative. Now we can't even slay in peace. That's because me menti as into person me family work cry na ya na me show baby. I say
slaying is not a bad word.
Yeah,
I love it.
We are not getting the understanding of who the slave is. See, we are all encouraging each other to say, share the positive,
yes,
not the negative
aspect. Positive.
Now, make me who statements view baby. Even though we have discussed slave queens, since I make cut to now the positive and negative slave queens. Yes, say, is there any truth in saying that slave queens have no lives and brains? Hey, sister, I'm probably going. Hey, so they have no brains.
You know, some people think that you know that most of them know their focus is on fashion, the latest trend. Where else? I mean, they know all the fashion brands. You know, those producing. I mean, you know, but it could be Sunday. In Ghana, had a young electoral commission offending. I mean, the best in school or the headmaster offending. Okay. No, they are not interested in these things. Their focus is on the social media and it's fashion things that they need. I mean, the trends. That is what they educate themselves. So they appear to be. But fuck one lame. As a one lame, but
I think the slave queens, or brains, but because it takes somebody, a deep thinker, to live fake life.
Yes.
What brains dread?
Very smart.
Because yes, it takes a deep thinker. Oh no, me for how many life? So what brains? Maybe they use it in a different way.
Electoral commission.
Their focus determines where their learning should be. Inti baye say na wo mat na wo hwan you know on take case kwa. Oh she. The other side. Hey, no we miss up ya papa.
You be a phone lines me. Sleeping some more fear no mo be twa ko sia basa. Na wo ko me on Facebook no. E was I don't know interesting. Yeah, sheni yeah, be phone lines simple but mom fear we are very sure say munyanka mo be kan ye ho. Adwinche bia wo concerning sleep, e bia wo adwin bi pa e fa sleep queen no ho. We dey ka che ni na ka discussion no ho. We betumi afre on 0207566185 0207566185 and also 0543291074 0543291074 achomon frɛ na mon fa mo adwenche emba emaye. Okay, inti if anything the brain aspect is what is it. Those people can they ever be trained positively, like to look at the other side of fashion? What can somebody do to help social media slay queensy? Because it seems most of their time is on social media, like we are saying, and I mean man needs a productive time. If I can say this, I think that it is always appropriate, even in bringing up a child, another even getting the adolescent into finding their right courses. Experts will tell you that look out for their interest areas and push them there. These ladies or guys sometimes they have a kind of interest in fashion. I think that we can just make a positive impact or make something positive out of their situation. We can just enroll them or get a fashion school or something. Get them to be in their own trend. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Okay, sweetheart, who's in the baby a friend fee?
Okay. I'm for you.
Okay.
My contribution, I personally think that we are getting the meaning of slavery like ritual. We have proper slavery, and then we have those who are living a state like imitate trend, imitate the proper one.
Okay.
So we have someone who is a slavery who actually works, and we can afford everything. Just mention it first. You know herself. That doesn't mean she's playing in a negative in a negative way, but rather in a positive way. So we should rather focus on the negative, the positive. That will bring the meaning of the slogan out.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh yes. I can positively and boldly say I'm
a former EC commissioner.
Yeah.
She's
another beautiful woman.
Look at her, made for 50 plus. But look at her, she's so beautiful. Look at Samira. Look at the positive aspects. So you can slay Obi-Wan out. Despite she's looking so beautiful, she's educated too. Like for you to go higher. On your day, you slay in it if you're comedy.
Oh yes.
Now
the positive side of it.
We need to get them, into a kind of fashion. We can get them to build their own fashion brand. They love it. That is what they do. They like to do. So get them, doing something, molding, sewing, cutting, putting things together. I think these girls and boys, men and women.
Oh yes, they'll be doing because somebody will
they'll be doing great deal. When we get them pushed into some of these areas. That's what I think. When the fashion school before ladies in
now, how do you think we can get them off the media, social media to
but we should encourage them to build their own brand.
Yes.
That is what I'm talking about. Build their own brand. Linking it with what is trending. Into one case to me, and you get people buying it, wearing your stuff. It will be a motivation for you. Next time you want to do something else, and gradually they will be there.
Now let me divert a little. Okay. Another sensitive area, religion. Religion. Yeah, yamba Christopher. You say you're quite sorry now, dear. Your Bible say men yes in Tidia, Emma Wunia. Into sometimes some of our pastors are particular the things that we wear. Meaning, I saw you be as of mommy.
Yeah.
She's just fashionable with what we have discussed, or her dressing, and she can do the combination from head to toe, accessories plus Charlie. Of mommy, but people were calling her slay queen. I'm sure having that negative aspect, the slay queen thing in mind. You're sorry, Ayako. You per se you fashionable ladies. Yes, slay. What advice do we give? Because
is it possible? Is it possible to slay church? Or slay
fashionable?
It's possible to be fashionable in church. You can slay somehow, but won't me feel so free like outside. But fashionable, then you can be in church. That one, I strongly agree to that. Because slaying the kind of dress you put on, it doesn't have to be too long. When it's too long, it's the beauty doesn't stand out. Won't it mean so share so short to church? A bit of restriction. So if you want to be just fashionable, that one very decent but very nice.
Yeah. So it's possible to have the slaying in the church. What can we tell our reverend ministers? I'm sure some are watching. Some of the Asaf Mommy too are watching. How can they?
I'm a some there. I'm a some coban so for Mammy Yene Asora Azokopa the Makuba Makaide. It is your calling, your ministry. Make it attractive. For others. And then I think Makada seriously echo you three baby one problem so for.
Oh yes.
Because of no was
that's as of Mammy Awaba. Hey, as of Mammy Awaba say.
You understand? That is what we are. Be fashionable. Yankade do the extra. I mean, really, it is. We need to be decent in our, whether you are of mommy or not, be decent. I mean, look good. You understand? But
looking good is going to make people talk. Like the person I was talking about.
After the talking, Neze. Say yes, she talking. Oh yeah. One kasa oh yeah, kasa so yeah. Kasa obua. But kasa ni bi wa wafa. Ibi wa also sondo. Many papa can na ya. It is a same society that will push us somewhere,
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Pacho, didn't baby our Frevi.
Me Pacho, Mr. Reynolds, Bueni, me Frevi check that.
Okay, Pacho, it's you.
Slay queen.
The slay queen has come.
Okay. I think that here the various presentations, and I'm so much impressed, especially that of Mrs. Reynolds.
Why not?
So what's your take on the whole thing?
I can't understand the camera. As a slave question, what taking note of it, I'll be able to. They are more or less party animals in quote. Because they only the lifestyle and representative of them. Then they are no person who appear in public places that the man or for the eyes for them. So, but it's an area can sharing Yanni Kakoko. The eventual mechanism in Yamano, anything that one could be making. If you are now, we shouldn't be moved anyhow by the way people present themselves. But we should love our own selves, be confident, and believe in whatever you're doing, And I believe that you might be down with pressure now, much of my energy free. It's true.
It's a Reynolds, I mean, sure.
But even though what public places won't town call, for the Independence Day, won't go Independence Day.
That's not
a public place. But what town?
No. No.
One time for market.
But they can showcase those things. VGMA, those things. On red carpet. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good evening.
Yeah, evening.
Pacho, I didn't baby our favorite.
Pacho, your friend calling because of you casual.
Okay, me Pacho yet you.
Pacho, and with some money, some game of here, or what you see, when I saw what is the that be my casa. Then I see that money tremor. It's you. It makes little girls who we met from Gose or Eastern Queen. And the name I carry Casapa. Yeah, you know, opening the park, but you grow a real part, yeah. You will be in your outside. Your car, you put your museum, Manamunia Mima. We didn't go to the picture. Yeah, so great, what's on the picture of the watching the town out of food. Yeah, this was you know, Namasaria. Who came on our was only needs a most, but little being of the one shot.
Yeah, that's the Collins. Yeah, that's it. Wait to my man.
Unless
the person doesn't to say fake life, no kind. From beginning to end, no man pakoni who the real person.
Yeah.
And some people get married, but I don't know they all worry and the kind of person you really, you really are. Yeah, that Master Collins and Mr. Reynolds. Thank you so much. Into your final words on this. Final words. I could miss certain people now. Because of your last. Yes,
what I want to say is fashion is a beautiful thing, okay?
I think you should look into the camera.
Tell them straight in their faces.
Okay, fashion is very beautiful. It makes you look good. It makes you have that sense of confidence in you. And you should try as much as possible to bring you. You would just be real. Be you. And that will bring the beauty in you. Don't ever try to be what you are not. Because fakeness, no, it can cost you dearly, my dear. So just be real. That's all I'll say.
Thank you. Cooks.
Just be yes, Mama kind day. You can slay differently. Look at the positive aspects. Be real. But on your day, it be slaying until you go extra mile, like to get things you cannot afford. Until just be real, be true to yourself. What you can afford, manage that one, and you look good outside, and somebody can use you as what role model. So you slay, but slay what in a positive way.
Slay in a positive way. Or
Mama Kappa, obviously, since your coronavirus at the Roma. This is my makeup.
Oh, obviously, they are cake. Oh,
you because mobile chew down, no chew, and you achieve to we are better nose mask.
I want to throw a challenge. Slip is on social media. It's a group only face mask. Meaning I can see another side of them. Another part of them with the nose mask. How well can they slay now?
They are money.
Now say Ebiaba, yeah, the bow tie be and album boom with some crystal be anyway, and it matches with their dresses and Charlie, just laying giddy with it, and it's
just a lipstick, no.
Oh, but I really you're very intact. Yeah,
just someone say Jai, will slay.
Yes, slay. With or without, will slay. But what I want to say is that you have an interest that is in the fashion. Let's channel it. Make the most out of it. We can still create income. In our slaying, we can still create income. We are always in social media. A lot of people are following us. Imagine if you had a brand that you were managing, the kind of people that you be, serving. Let us make use of that. I want to see our sisters, our brothers doing that. And
oh, thank you all so much. It's been a fruitful discussion. co-host Domas Mama.
Yeah, it was a fair that's okay, Mama Butcher. Yeah, we are grateful that you came around, and I'm sure that we've learned a lot.
Oh yeah.
And at least the social media for.
Yes.
And now the real queens.
Yes, proper
real queens. No. So from today we're going to be the real queens, so that we can impact it. I mean, we should let other people see the other side of the slave queens. I know that they'll be misinformed throughout. Thank you so much for doing the good job.
Please, we want to send some shout outs.
My dear, shout out.
Shout out. So some few seconds.
Okay, I want to send my sincere gratitude to the crew here.
Okay.
For even allowing me to be part of this beautiful program. And then to my sweet husband, my permanent roommate. Thank you for the support. To all my people in BD Group, Shaddai, Francisca, my lovely mom. Everybody. Portia. Oh, thanks so much. Okay, I love you all.
Okay.
Shout out.
We greetings in our call. Tell it, moms.
Okay.
Yes, me miss. My boys, Infantipim boys. I miss you all. We meet tomorrow. And all my friends and family who watched us on Facebook. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but shout out to all of you. I mean, you're wild now, bro. May resume. Into also resume. Sharp.
Oh, mama, shout out. This one maybe there. Into shout out goes to Annie. Anio, they to Nyabo. They say, what time are you? The break is over, sister girl. Please come down here. Into maybe our ocean if you be we are wishing you a very good time. And then Mr. and Mrs. Annan, thank you also for doing the watching, always for supporting. Mrs. Clement Davis, get with my money, dear me do fear. Wow. Mrs. Clement Davis, I know you are watching. Winnie Ukno Humphrey, God bless you all. Mr. and Mrs. Kapute, God bless you. Auntie Grace, Mr. Brown, Ima, I know you are all doing the watching. Yami and Sham Bibri, and to tell it, mom, me lead that Haman Kampa, tell it, mom. In fact, hello, big hello to all of you. Yadamasi for the support and for the togetherness. I mean, everything that we do together, actually. Yami Shamunina. Want to thank our crew members. Oh, and your manka in the camera, you're changing. The Brahma Brewer has it. Brahma Brewer has it. And I can't leave this place without thanking my volunteers. Hey, Timo. Nayele, Dorcas, Belinda, Priscilla. Oh, my name, Obed. Some are stubborn, they know themselves. I won't even mention their name again. But I thank these people because without them, maybe why you're putting it together, no, it wouldn't have been possible. They are volunteers and they are helping this program go all out. I mean, Sham be brave. Thank you to the crew members once again, and thank you all for doing the watching. More commenting on Facebook and all. We thank you all so much. Now, me and my next weekend, so we need most of your comments on Facebook, and then we'll read it out loud. Thank you to my sponsors, Gem Beauty Care, Adaroma, Timeni Odo, anymore. Yes, lay with your faces. It is all thanks to Gem Beauty Care, and Abiba. God bless you all. We makeup for events via anywhere across the country. You're quite international, Nina. You can call us on 020-779-2101. Samson and the Atadri milk is obi the ass and so sleeping into me and dear in the back door. Auntie Faustina, I mean, shall be brave. If you need your local drinks, local snacks with the local setting at all your events, just contact Fortune Juices on 0244508818. Samson na many odor your outfits for fair edit in rubber quatu Adaroma. Bell, God bless you. All you need to do is just drop your fabric. Hope your money design. Or show body now or best slave queen. Or best slave queen. Was on a slave queen that I understand. So you can call Bell on 020-993-0465. 020-993-0465. Nyame Adoma next weekend so. Have a fruitful week. Bye.